I gotta follow the king. Oh my God. I don't know. It's like the work that you do, the life you live. These things mark you, and there are moments where you find out where you stand, what kind of class you're in. About 10 years ago, I started working for Rust Belt Radio. It was Pittsburgh Indie Media's weekly radio news hour. And my first job for them as sort of a journalist and reporter was to cover the protest against the Iraq War. So this is 2006, it's 3 years that the war's been going on. And the movement's been building up steam. Like, people are pretty dissatisfied with it at this point. And it's supposed to be an easy gig. You know, go to the speeches, record the speeches, walk around, talk to everybody who's got things to do, go to the final event, take notes. The first wrinkle that comes up is a few days before the march, the FBI, due to a FOIA request, reveals that they've been spying on the organizers of the protest under terrorism charges. And this is, you know, that you're either with us or you're with the terrorists period of time. And it kind of makes everyone real nervous, because Graham Greene put out that idea that, you know, there are two classes of people, those who may be tortured and those who may not. And in Greene's formulation, Americans absolutely may not be tortured. Terrorists, though, terrorists trumps America. So when I showed up at the protest to start recording people and getting their stories, everyone was kind of nervous. And all the speeches mentioned, yes, the FBI has been spying on us, but don't worry, we're still going to march, we're still going to do everything. And people were a little less willing to talk to me because, like, oh, here's this complete stranger with a microphone asking for our names. Do we really want to go on the record right now? What is the record right now? Is it a permanent record? Does it actually exist? We thought our teachers were lying to us. Strange world to be in. But the event went on, people gave their speeches, there was the march, we all marched to the destination, and we all arrived in front of the Qdoba. The Qdoba wasn't the actual destination, it was that the military recruitment center was on the second floor of the building that the Qdoba was on the first floor of. But I'm sure it looked real weird to everybody having their lunch. There's suddenly this mob of people very angry and chanting things, and the riot police come in, and they're in there like, is there a run on queso today? What's going on? And the cops came in, they had the full kit on, like black armor, face masks on so you can't see their faces, their badges are covered up so you don't know which cop is which, and they got their shields out there. And there were plainclothes cops there too. And they rushed in, and they grabbed some guy off the street, dragged him into a stairwell, and beat the crap out of him, where everybody could see. Because that's the other part of it. Like, the first part is you tell everyone, oh, you're going to stand up, you're going to say no to the government? Well, you're on the enemies list now. The second part, though, is, you know, you have a lot of people who are sort of in the middle, like, well, no, it's freedom of speech, let them go talk. So it wasn't a protester that got snatched. It was just some random guy who happened to be nearby to send the message to all the locals, hey, these people, it's fine for us to attack. And if you let them near here, if you let them into your community, we're coming after you too. And that's a very strange space to be. It's suddenly to realize, oh, I thought I was safe. I thought this sort of thing doesn't happen to me. But the third spot of these divides coming in came when I actually saw the cops themselves, the ones in their riot gear. And some of them shoved over a row of little girls. They're like 4 teenage girls. And they weren't, like, to their credit, they weren't trying to do that. They were just adjusting some of the riot gear. And they happened to knock these girls over. And one of the cops, to his credit, tried to help one of the girls up, but he couldn't. I mean, literally, physically couldn't help her because all the gear prevented him from getting down to actually help her up. And from his body language, I could tell this is not what he wanted. This is not what he signed up for. But he had signed on to be part of that side, to be one of the people who comes in and either does the torturing or doesn't do the torturing. And as the cops were there, the crowd started to kind of run away. And I was like, oh, geez, this is my first gig. I kind of don't want to be here. I don't want to be the guy who gets attacked, who gets stomped down. But also, I had a job, and I had a microphone. And so as everyone was running away from the cops, I ran towards them. Because you're marked by the work that you do. And my work was to get the story, to get the words, and to bring him back out.